like it is a public announcement to black folks, but you also got to point the shit out. I want people to be paying attention because we have these people in our community. That's what we kind of start off with, these people in our community that are pandering. I don't care if they pander. Let them fucking coon ass motherfuckers pander. Just don't have them around you. But for the people that are watching, like I hope you understand how to identify this pandering. These motherfuckers ain't saying nothing good about nothing. They just talking shit about you and you listening to it and donating to their channel, which is crazy. That's crazy work. I'm hoping that some
Yup.
people wake up to this shit. I'm hoping people wake up to it. But you got any thoughts on it so far before I keep going?
Oh, yeah. The outrageous and that anti-guy makes my city Detroit look bad. Fuck the motherfucker. But you can keep going.
Right, I got you. Hey, Hurricane, you might have to go out and come back in because your shit doing that robot thing. It's like that Kanye shit, that Kanye song. But he gonna check it. We gonna keep going. Go ahead and try to work on it.
He on their ass and his chat is just mad. But once again, Sneako, this is the audience that you cultivated. But he's starting to see that, man, these people are insufferable. So now we have Andrew Tate, aka Bottom G. And he is another DEI white supremacist that was a part of that group. After the whole alpha male thing died, then I started seeing him pivot heavily towards the white supremacy grifting tactic. Talking shit about black people, talking shit about all these other people to get that validation. But just like Sneako, I'm guessing
Andrew
he's
Tate.
tired of it. And let's hear what he got to say. I think he was talking about Indians in this one specifically, though.
Indians know how to fuck too. Indians, there's loads of Indians. Everyone makes fun of Indians. Everyone clowns on them. Oh, you're Indian. Oh. Yeah, he's Indian, but he has kids. You don't. You're a 28-year-old white male making fun of an Indian. Indian has babies. You ain't got shit. You got a dog and a 401k and an entitled bitch girlfriend who takes selfies all day. You think you're fucking beating the Indian? You can't even get a kid out of some entitled fucking princess bitch constantly putting up fucking selfies of her face, spending your money. And you think the Indian's the clown? You white people are clowns. White people are fucking clowns.
They get fed up with their white supremacist fan base. You know what I'm saying? This is what happened, though, when you pander to these people.
When a black billionaire and a white billionaire meet, there is no racism because they are billionaires. Racism is what they use to divide the poor people, to stop us realizing that they lie about every single thing on the news, that they inflate the currency constantly. They send our money away to wars we're not interested in. Nobody can afford their bills. Nobody can afford health care. And you're going to die alone in some nursing home.
Hey, everything he's saying is what Brother Fred Hampton been preaching. And they killed him.
And before you go into Fred Hampton, like really think about this shit. The things that really are concerning to most Americans, like the things that they say are on their big to-do list when it comes to elections, because that's when people really talk about shit that they really care about. Affordability and prices for affordability goes all there. Like being able to buy a house, being able to get food, being able to get a job, being able to take vacations, being able to start a family, things of that sort. How the fuck do black people affect y'all on any of that?
Right.
But for some reason, that seems to be your number one fucking focus all the time, instead of the motherfuckers that look like you, contrary to popular belief. The people that are fucking you over are the people that look like you. But they distract you with this little, look, he's black, go get him. And you waste your time and your energy on that. Oh, he's Hispanic, go get him. He's Asian, go get him. It's like, what are you talking about? I think these people are just willfully stupid. But go ahead, Hurricane, my bad. I ain't hear none of that. Hurricane. You sound like a robot. You sound like a robot. Hey, move a little. Like move to another spot and say something. You might just have a bad connection. Yes, still robot. Still robot. He ain't look. We gonna get him, y'all. We gonna get Hurricane up here because I do want to get his thoughts on this shit. But let's keep going. And shout out to Vanta. I see you up in here. I see you, Vanta.
Before he even got to his glory, he was 21. They went into his home while he was sleeping, killed him. Fred Hampton was a Black Panther who was uniting white folks, Hispanics, all type of people together in the 1960s. And it was like, oh, this brother too powerful. But he was saying the same thing. Racism is an excuse for capitalism. Now, for the rest of this video, I just want to show you guys some news headlines that the white media will never show. I tell you guys all the time, if you control the media, you control the narrative. Once again.
And that part right there, That part right there. You control the flow of information. Look, dude, we got people still to this day that ain't woke up to the fact that Christopher Columbus did not discover America while they're still celebrating Columbus Day. Like, we literally have city councils. I had to put a video up about this shit, y'all. We have city councils taking away the day of Juneteenth in favor of Columbus Day. They would rather not celebrate something that actually happened, that is actually a good shining light on their people. They would rather celebrate a fucking lie. They'd rather celebrate a lie. That motherfucker never touched 1 foot in North America, the United States of America, what we know it is right now. That motherfucker never stepped 1 foot on this motherfucker, but you have Columbus Day to say that this man celebrated America. You would rather celebrate that lie than celebrate you actually stopped doing some evil shit that you was doing. Think about that. Really think about that. In 2026, that's crazy. And then people want to sit around and talk about our community. Like, really? Like here you go. You might say that we do fucked up shit to each other, whatever we do shit. Yeah, we are people that will get our get back if it come down to somebody that look like us. But you know that one thing about the black community that I really think is the issue? We don't really have that energy for anybody else. We don't really take that energy to other communities. We keep that shit within our own, and we get demonized for it. Y'all motherfuckers take that shit to everybody else's community and act like it ain't nothing. Think about that shit. But either way, though, check this shit out, because I know ain't none of y'all heard about any of this shit on the news.
And shout out to I Expose Races, and you know what? He will always post the stories that these folks don't want you to see. This is crazy though, right? In short, I'm gonna summarize this. A family was at like a cookout, and this white man right here.
All right, here, before I show this shit, we got Hurricane. Say something real quick. I want to see if we got you good.
I hope we good. We good?
We in there.
Dynamite in the building. What's good, everybody? Much love to Vonta. What's up, everybody? Fuck YouTube. Fuck StreamYard. Like, I was just live. Like, I don't know what the fuck going on.
This shit, it's doing something crazy. It wouldn't even let me shoot my shit over the goddamn Facebook. Like about 20 minutes into this stream, it said, your Facebook stream is down. It's like, okay. Maybe StreamYard just on some hoe shit. I don't know. And you already know YouTube always on some hoe shit. They love being on some hoe shit. But it's crazy to me. Like, and I was just making a point that well, I made a lot of goddamn points, but it's just crazy to see how this shit works. Like, a lot of people really need to understand this concept. They talk about black on black crime as if there's no such thing as, because that's just a made up term. But Hispanics delete Hispanics, whites delete whites, Arabs delete Arabs, Asians delete Arabs on a majority scale. Now we want to switch over to the white community. They fuck with everybody. They just do majority of they fucking with everybody more international than in this country. Because in this country, it's mainly just fuck the black people over. But it's like, how do you sit around and have these mindsets and these ideas and try to push narratives that we're so negative and we're so violent and shit? And it's like, look at the history of everything that you have.
You talking shit.
You got it all by violence. And I hear them all the time. Well, people conquered back during that time. And look, right is right and wrong is wrong, no matter what time you live in. Like, if that, like, because this is what gets me. I try to test these people's logic, because I hear people say that all the time. Well, colonialism was just a thing during that time. Okay, colonialism was a thing during that time. Then why was it only your people doing that shit?
Right. How come nobody can be like, this land over here that's already occupied, and I do want to conquer everything. Maybe we should leave them alone. No one questioned anything. It's like fucking slaughter, kill, rape, pillage, and make a false Disney story about it, like Pocahontas. The fucking real story is brutal. What the fuck?
It's bad. It's so bad, and it's crazy when you really think about the situation with the Native Americans, how the first settlers, the first settlement that they brought over to this country, that settlement failed. And when people want to understand what I mean by fail, it failed to the point where they started eating each other.
Yeah.
They couldn't survive the winter, bro. They were eating their fellow men that came with them. And they continued that process because they started eating black people too later on. But it's like, the only reason that y'all were able to even survive was because of the natives that were here at the time. The Native Americans, black people that were already here, they helped you survive. They taught you how to plant crops and survive. What did you do? Took that kindness, got up inside of their communities, started to see what was going on, see how you could exploit them, and then you came in with guns and took their shit and murdered their people.
Yep, and then waited 400 years later to put Sacagawea on $1. Like, get the fuck out of here.
And like they give a fuck. Maybe they was trying to do that because they were trying to build that pipeline through their communities and shit. It's like, look, we gonna build this pipeline through y'all shit, but look, we'll put one of y'all ladies on a coin, on a gold dollar.
Right, Sacagawea. You're gonna put the bitch that helped y'all do some shit.
Don't even make no damn sense. And
Lewis and Clark.
But it don't make no sense, and that's the crazy thing. Like they will, it's just blatant, and that's why I'm saying a lot of my black folks, y'all need to be very cautious of this shit, man. Like we need to be cautious of people of other groups. Like be very cautious, man. Stop being so accepting about everything. And I'm not trying to say that to be mean to other groups, but we as black people, we are out here by ourselves. It's a wake up call. We are out here by ourselves because anytime there's a situation like. You would think the Asian folks would have black people's back. Y'all would not be able to send y'all kids to schools. Y'all would not have the opportunities that y'all had if y'all didn't get these black dollars. But y'all murk one of our children, and it's clearly you in the fucking wrong, and you get off, and y'all got the audacity to talk shit to us afterwards. Like, make that make sense.
They give y'all an Asian hate bill. That Asian hate bill pissed me off because we deserve a fucking bill over 500 plus years. Like, God damn.
Should have been done got one. Should have been done got something for black folks, but let's think about it. Nah, they don't want to give us nothing. And black folks, y'all need to wake up to that. Because that was crazy. I've never seen Congress, to your point, Hurricane, I've never seen Congress move so fast and get something
right.
They got that shit done within less than 3 months. In less than 3 months, they got that shit done. Black folks been bitching about the bullshit that's been happening to this country, and it's proven. Even their own federal government agencies prove that what we fucking complain about is true and it's happening. And they ain't did nothing. Y'all motherfuckers got something in less than 3 months. I don't get it. Vanta said respect. Chill. Like I like to say, let's keep going.
Came through and shot it up.
Oh yeah, y'all pay attention to this story right here, because I know ain't nobody heard this shit online.
What? He will always post the stories that these folks don't want you to see. This is crazy though, right? In short, I'm gonna summarize this. A family was at like a cookout, and this white man right here came through and shot it up. Literally, like this was a hate.
Did you hear about this one?
Yup. You heard about that shit and she fucked me up. It let me know that it was either a cop or just some motherfucker that just want to start a motherfucking race war. It's like, man, why y'all attacking innocent people? That's the shit that pissed me off. It's like, man, they motherfucking doing some family shit, birthday party. It's like, and a motherfucker white guy just blah, blah, blah. Like, really? Like, man, look at that motherfucker. I'm glad no one got hurt.
Yeah, well, he did. He got shot. Oh, you don't hear about it. He got shot. But it's like, it is kind of crazy when you really think about that. When you think about that,
I hear the update.
Oh, yeah, he gonna give me. He gonna give it to you right here, but think about how crazy that it is. Them motherfuckers going around fucking with people that they don't know that ain't did nothing to them, but they got an issue with us handling some business with somebody that wronged us. Because we do have people in our community that do fucked up shit. We got some fuck niggas, we got some fuck hoes, we got a lot of motherfuckers that do fucked up shit, just like every other community. The one difference about it is we go get that straightening with them. We don't get mad about them doing us wrong and then go harming other fucking people. We go get them. And then motherfucker talk shit is like, oh man, them motherfucker fired 30 shots and didn't hit nobody. Because they weren't shooting at the other people that were there, dummy. Like, yeah, they say black people can't shoot, bro. Like, some of the best shooters I saw when I was in the Marines were black people. Now, I ain't gonna lie, there were some white dudes that was like, but when I heard their story, I understood why they could shoot so good. Motherfucker was been shooting since goddamn 6, 7 years old. I'm like, yeah, I see why you got the top expert class on here. But shit, like me, for somebody that never shot a gun before I even got into the military, bro, I was always top 3 every time with these motherfuckers. But the motherfuckers that beat me every time with 2 dudes, like we went hunting in the wintertime, hunting deer and caribou and all that shit. My dad would take me to the range. I got like 4 guns at the house. Like, it makes sense that you beat me, but why the rest of these motherfuckers? Like, come on, bro. Like, it's crazy, man. But either way, no, check this. Y'all gonna get the update on this story. And this is crazy because these people didn't do nothing to this guy. But they don't want to talk about this shit.
Crime. Oh, Did y'all hear that? He said, if you in, y'all heard that shit? I'm gonna blurp out the N-word, but listen when he say fuck you.
Joining us at 5 o'clock, I'm Greg Lloyd.
And I'm Carla Heath Sands.
Now, that shooting happened Sunday evening on Autumn Leaf Drive in Leesburg. The Lee County Sheriff's Office says Jeffrey Tyler Kinzer shot at partygoers after a verbal altercation occurred. No one in the family was reportedly injured, and Kinzer was shot after a family member returned fire.
He was charged with aggravated assault. WAOB News 10's Mariah Norman sits down with a witness who says their family.
Stupid ass got popped. You went over there fucking with these folks while they having a birthday party, shot at them like you crazy, and you the only one that got shot. Goofy. Certified goofy.
Was racially targeted.
Yo.
All black people stay in the hood, y'all. Look at this neighborhood right here. All black people stay in the hood. Look at that nice house.
Yeah, it's a nice house.
Was this in South Carolina too? What the fuck is going on down here, dog?
This family says they were celebrating a birthday and spending time together.
Hurricane, calm down now. I know you want to go over there and get Clarissa Shields' sister, man. Calm down, calm down.
For a man they identify as the neighbor pulled up and opened fire with an AR-style rifle.
You've got 17 different creative subscriptions, pal.
Oh
Give it
my
a
God.
rest. Envato
They
has
killing me with these
unlimited AI
commercials.
generations.
So picture y'all, right? Picture that right out back. Coming to the neighborhood, blasting your horn and shit. But go ahead and say what you was about to say. My bad, Hurricane. Uh-oh, robot again. You robot again. Yeah, you might need to go back to that kitchen. You might need to go back to that kitchen. All right, we're going to get Hurricane back in a second. But I want y'all to picture this, y'all. They out here at nighttime. They just enjoying themselves, minding their business, had a birthday party celebration. And this motherfucker come through the neighborhood doing this. They say this is what we be doing all the time. Check it.
A rifle.
Blasting the horn.
Witnesses say the family was gathered outside for a reunion Sunday night when a car drove by. A white man who witnesses say was Jeffrey Tyler Kinzer was inside the car yelling racial slurs at the group.
So when he's talking junk and he started yelling the N-word, he kept
We
going,
heard it
so
on the
we
camera.
let him go. And we were just discussing what just happened, why he tripping.
But Green says Kinzer came back, this time wearing armor and carrying a rifle.
Yo. Yeah. You telling my black folks,
And
bro.
then that's when everybody started.
Now, y'all picture that. Think about this. Maybe he didn't like that they had their music up or whatever the hell, because supposedly this guy was a neighbor. Maybe he didn't like that they had their music up. But, y'all can have y'all music up to a certain time, and then, you got to turn the music down. So he decided he going to be the neighborhood police or whatever, ride by there and say whatever he said to him. Obviously, the conversation didn't go the way he wanted because he was out here yelling the N-word and shit. This motherfucker left. Went home and put on body armor. Why you got fucking body armor anyways? Got your guns and came back and just started shooting at all these people. But you talking about my community is violent. Somebody might get robbed and they go find the motherfucker that robbed them and do something to them. Somebody might have put their hands on somebody's mama, a brother, a child, and then they go find them and they do something to them. You went over there to these people, started something, and then came back and shot at him. Like, make that make sense.
Running, he got a gun. All the kids, they was making sure the kids.
Look at all these people running,
He
bro.
kept-
Look at the
Kinzer came
kids
back,
running,
this time
y'all.
wearing
Women and
armor
children
and
running.
carrying a rifle.
Yo. Yeah. You telling my black folks,
And
bro.
then that's when everybody started running. He got a gun. All the kids, they was making sure the kids get in the house. And people started taking positions because they seen he had a gun. And I was in the middle of the street. That's when he raised it and fired. Boom. And I grabbed my gun and started
Shot
returning
back.
fire and moving with him.
Green said
And he hit nobody. And the brother right here took him down, man. Big shout out to him, dog. Big shout out to him.
he's a Marine veteran. He
Marine.
says he was willing to defend his family, including children and older adults who were present.
It was so hurtful. I cried all night. I'm laying outside on the ground through a shootout under a car with my other auntie, my other sister, who was 77, and I'm 62.
70 and 62 out here having to get on the ground and hide to protect themselves because some angry white dude want to come around your neighborhood and shoot it up. but you want to talk about black folks. Like, come on, America. That's why, like, look, my girl, she sit and talk crazy to me all the time. Like, why you always taking that gun everywhere you go? I keep that shit on me because you don't never know when somebody gonna be on some bullshit. And I'd rather be ready to protect myself than be at their will. Plain and simple.
Facts.
Just like when it's
Facts. You hear me
just
now?
like when it's, yeah, you sound better now. You sound way better.
Cool. That's what's up.
Yeah, I'd rather go and have y'all judge me with 12 motherfuckers than be carried by a motherfucker just because motherfuckers say shit. It's like, nah, these people crazy out here, man. These people psyched out and they tripping, bro. I keep my shit on me at all times, no matter what. And I think all y'all, if y'all can get y'all a carry, man, get y'all shit and carry it on you, bro. Y'all got family members, y'all got friends, y'all got loved ones, man, bro. You don't know how these people tripping, bro. They tripping, and they don't know how to deal with their own problems. They don't want to look inward; they want to look outward. And they've been doing that since we've been in this country. They look outward. And like for real, I'm trying to tell you, my black folks, especially, because that's who I'm talking to. Y'all need to wake up and see this shit. Like, wake up and see this shit, man. Protect your fucking family, protect your own, because fuck all that bullshit. Fuck all that bullshit. He lucky the dude, lucky he ain't dead. That's like on some real shit. He lucky he ain't dead. He lucky he had that body armor on.
Yeah, because he knew black families, they have some gang members in their families that'll shoot back.
Like, some real shit. Be ready on that shit. And I already know what he did when he started hearing them gunshots. He was like, man, he probably ducked down real quick, like behind the car, took a knee, got his shit out, and looked out and started popping. Pop, pop. This motherfucker in the car just probably shooting like Evel Knievel. Just shooting the whole neighborhood up. They talk about we ruin the neighborhoods. It don't look like the black folks in that neighborhood shooting at folks. It looked like somebody else brought that shit around now. But
yep. And to that point, we ain't bring crack or guns to the community in the first fucking place. It still goes back to them.
Make that make sense right there. And a lot of them don't know it. And they sit around and just say, look, you already know every time we bring that shit up, they'll sit around and say that we're just complaining and playing victim. It's like, it's always complaining and playing victim when you the culprit.
Right. And some just call me racist. I'm like, how's I'm racist? I'm calling out the racism.
That's what it is now. It's reverse racism now. When you call out racist, and this is the shit that get me. And I really be trying to get into the psyche of some of these folks that be on that shit. It'll be you calling out some racist shit that happened in America, and they'll call you racist, and you're not even talking about them. You talking about the motherfucker that did the racist shit. It's like I told a lot of people out here being a shield for this shit, talking about I ain't have nothing to do with it. I have nothing to do with it. But every time the conversation comes up, you're running defense for the motherfuckers that are doing this shit. Bitch, you a part of the problem. You are racist, motherfucker, if you feel like you need to defend them.
Right.
All these gooey, they want to take down our Confederate statues. That's my heritage. So you want to celebrate the heritage of y'all motherfuckers enslaving people and doing all this other fucked up shit. Okay, well, join them then. Join them then. However they label, bitch, you label too. Because obviously you want to align yourself with it, dummy. Like, these people stupid. And they like, I don't understand how people have conversations with folks and they hear that argument presented to them and they don't attack that. Like, attack that dumb shit. That's some dumbass motherfucking logic. You co-signing the shit that they did. Like, come on now. But either way, though, let's keep going.
The investigation is ongoing. Officials say more charges are expected to come.
Should be.
This family says they are just grateful to be alive. Reporting in Lee County, Mariah Norman, WALB, your hometown news source.
So, y'all, we got another story out of South Carolina. I don't know what the hell is going on in my state, bruh. But I've been seeing so many crazy stories. That last one was in Leesburg, South Carolina. This one was in, I'm not sure, but basically, let's let them explain.
Say it again.
They show that bitch a YouTube.
Why
is this a YouTube?
Hurricane, you might have to go back to where you was again. I don't know what the fuck that shit is. There, that shit keep doing that shit. You see how he was looking for trouble, I think. Yeah, he was. And then he got a real slim ball in here. Said two sides to every story. You know, it is. It's always two sides to every story. The question is, which one telling the truth?
Right.
Because honestly, they say there are three sides to every story. That's the old saying. It's like, it's their side, and then there's the truth.
Yep.
Everybody ain't too truthful, but Try to say something again real quick, like Hurricane. Let me see what you got.
Good, we good.
Yeah, you sound better. You sound better now. You sound better now. But yeah, this right here happened in South Carolina too. Then you was just good and now you ain't. How the fuck does that work? Say something again.
Conversation, dog. Conversation.
And it man sound like Robot 37 2082. I don't know what the fuck that is. God damn it. Say it one more time. Say something again. Damn it. Go out, come back in one more time, Hurricane. Do it one more time. Maybe something change. Yeah, go out, come back in one more time. I don't know what the fuck this is, man. I don't know what's going on. Let's see. Venta said, facts. We got real slims. And this summer heat got the world in purge mode 2026. And y'all notice every time, like with that being said right there, y'all notice every time the summertime comes around, man, look, it be a lot of shit going on during the summertime. Now, I know a lot of people say, yeah, because, we're outside and all this voodoo stuff. This heat irritates a lot of folks. A lot of people are not built for the heat. And they get frustrated and they do some things that are not what they supposed to be doing. But and shout out to Dr. Chocolate. Dr. Chocolate. I don't want that chocolate like Hershey chocolate, Snicker chocolate. I'm allergic to chocolate. Just throwing that out there. But either way, though, let's keep going, y'all. This is South Carolina, man. I'm trying to show you, like, folks, be on guard and be mindful what the fuck is going on. Look what happened right here, y'all. This is crazy right here.
Woman in handcuffs sprinting down a South Carolina road.
Hey, we got a girl over here running for her life.
Watch the woman race toward this semi-truck with a swerving car right behind her.
Seemingly that car was trying to run that person over.
The truck's driver, Anthony Moore, telling me that he was driving Friday morning in Aiken County, South Carolina, when that woman suddenly emerged from the woods.
She ran up to my truck and said, "Please help me. He's trying to kidnap me."
You can see the man here, identified by investigators as 39-year-old Jonathan Willard. According to a sheriff's office report, the victim says Willard approached her while she was out on a walk, claiming to be with the police. He placed her in handcuffs, then into the rear of his car. The victim says she believed him at first, but got suspicious when he kept asking the same questions. Eventually, Willard pulled over, according to the report, and that's when the victim made her remarkable escape, running to the road and to more.
Now, how often y'all hear about black people going to the goddamn areas and snatching up white kids, Hispanic kids, Asian kids, pretending to be the police? I'm just saying though, because we supposed to be they've been sitting on the internet constantly telling us how bad we are and the things that we do that are wrong. How often you see that happening coming out of the black community? And guess what? She actually followed the rules of what they said. Just comply. Just comply. She complied and had a dude put her in the back of a fucking car in handcuffs. This dude ain't even the police. What do y'all think he was planning to do to that young lady? Like, come on now. But y'all want to keep talking about us. Y'all the motherfuckers that don't even want to address these kids y'all keep touching. You want to cover that all the way up. You want to get a motherfucker that runs on exposing the shit, and as soon as he get in, say, fuck it, we ain't talking about it no more. That's how y'all got people playing in y'all fucking face. Like, come on now.
A split second think this was a legitimate law enforcement officer?
No, sir. His face looked dirty. He was smoking a cigarette, had a cigarette hanging out of his mouth.
Willard has since been arrested and charged with impersonating a law enforcement officer and with kidnapping after this disturbing scene caught on camera. Jesse Kirsch, NBC News.
This is sad, y'all. And thankfully she got away. That's it for this video, though. I hope you guys enjoy.
And this shit is disturbing. And yeah, Hurricane, yeah, it is probably doing some bullshit because it do be doing the dumb shit. It should Real Slim said clap them cheeks, then leave in the ditch. Yeah. That's usually the MO, how they go. Cause like we talked about it earlier. Sneeko had to let them know. Your women don't want you. Your women don't want you, bruh. Your women don't want you. Like, it's crazy because like we have our situations in the black community where the black men are going in, the black women and the black women going on the black men. And look, we still fucking around here. Regardless of the problems that we have in between our sexes, we still fucking. What's your problem? What's your problem? What is your fucking problem? Because y'all supposed to be the ones that are winning. Y'all supposed to be the ones that are winning. Y'all supposed to be showing everybody and telling everybody you like y'all writing checks, taking names and all this cashing in and shit. Like what's going on over there? And see, Real said she had the Godspeed kick in and hit player maker mode. on his ass. Hell nah. Hell nah. Hey, look, I feel you though. I feel you though. Look, I'm glad she got the fuck up out of there. I'm glad she got the fuck up out of there because look, that would have been another story. And once they found out who it was, you already know how it would have went. It would have been another one of them unsolved crimes. They can't seem to solve crimes when it comes to our community and things that are going on, but they could goddamn find a motherfucker in a whole nother country hiding in a fucking hole in the desert. Make that make sense. I really want y'all to think about that. They can't find the murderer, the kidnappers, or the kids that are in our community, but for some reason they can find a motherfucker in another country hiding in a fucking hole. A fucking hole. That's crazy. That's crazy. But I do want to leave y'all off with one more. I've been actually avoiding doing this video for a minute, like covering this one because I'm just trying to figure out a way how to bring it in. And I guess we can bring it in this way because I kind of don't give two fucks. Man, y'all, we doing midday streams now, so we up in there like crazy. We got this situation that's going on overseas. I do got to put this one out there. I ain't finna let it go because Trump been talking real crazy and shit, bro. He don't give a fuck about y'all. He telling y'all he don't give a fuck about y'all. But I want y'all to see something, especially for my black folks, because remember, this is a public service announcement for my black folks. Wake the fuck up and understand that these people playing in your face. And all these goddamn coons that are in our community that want to come out and tell us that you complaining, just work harder and all this shit. We don't have the money for this and all that. So y'all just need to work harder. I want y'all to see what they are doing with the money that they take from y'all. Because remember, y'all, we all taxed. We all taxed. Born into that being taxed. I didn't sign no paperwork. I didn't agree to no contract that y'all supposed to take money out of my fucking paycheck. Because I could just say I abstain from any of your social services. But no, they didn't give me no option on that shit. They didn't give you no option on that. They just start taking your shit and told you if you don't fucking abide by it, we gonna lock your bitch ass up. Like on some strongman bully type shit, kind of like what Austin called trying to be a bully. I want y'all to see something. And shout out to Second Thought for this one, man. Shout out to Second Thought. I don't think I've covered their content over here on the channel before, but we're gonna cover it real quick. Like, and it's not too long of a video, it's real quick, but it's gonna break y'all down on something like when people talk about money. Anytime black folks sit around here and talk about we need to get reparations for the things that were done to us, because even though some of these people will sit around and say, well, you weren't a slave, you didn't have to go through that. Bitch, we had to go through redlining. If my daddy wasn't able to goddamn buy a home and build up wealth, take loans out on that limits how much I can actually progress. If my parents are always living paycheck to paycheck, instead of having extra funds to put me in better programs to advance myself with my knowledge and my education, I'm going to be at a disadvantage. But they don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Well, I want you to see where this money is going, y'all. I want y'all to see where this money is going. And let me read some of these comments. Hurricane said, get them. Slim said, facts. We found Sodom in his hole. Yeah, he was in a hole. Laid up in a hole, bro. Laid up in a hole. And see, Vanta said, the media is part of the problem too. If they got two similar stories, one white offender, one black offender, they'll show the story with the black offender every time, because they know what's going to get them views. They know what the advertisers are going to pay off of. Oh, tell the story where the black person is the perpetrator. Oh, white America jumps on that shit like goddamn a fly on some shit. They jump on that shit, bro. They jump on that shit quick. And we see it all the time. It's the same game playing every time. But Hurricane, did you have any final thoughts on that last shit real quick, like before I play this next video?
Mic check. Do we sound good?
Sound good. Hey, look, you sound good. You sound good right now.
Oh, yeah, but on the last one, yeah, I just wanted to agree with you on it. Like it was kind of crazy. I was trying to get back to the stream here. I didn't hit the last part, but like we already got the gist of it. Shouts out to Vonta, for the comment. Yeah, like, oh my God, I'm trying to keep my composure because I'm really angry about this civil war to pop off. I mean, not civil war, but like race war to pop off, and they doing anything and all things to attack. A lot more devastating than you think it's going to be. It's not going to be a movie when it happens. I want to go ham, but
hey, look, I'm trying to keep myself composed and measured a little bit. But after this one right here, you might want to let the cuffs come off, because I ain't gonna lie, I might after this, because like y'all, this is just a slap in the face to a lot of my black folks. I'm trying to tell y'all, wake the fuck up and understand what the fuck going on. Don't ever let these motherfuckers tell you they ain't got no money to fucking repay the sins for the past. Watch this shit. Oh shit, my bad. Ah, shit, damn it.
Let's get straight to the point. We are still at war.
So we got to start from the beginning.
All right, let's get straight to the point. We are still at war.
War is likely to resume, and the rift between the U.S. and its allies appears to be growing.
And among the many reasons why that sucks, one major thing about war is the billions of dollars going to drones, ships, and now AI companies that'll give us minutes like these. We are going to pay a hell of a lot every single day for the next, who knows, both economically and with real human lives. So with so much up in the air right now, we thought we'd make a quick video to find out just how much it's all going to add up to, and then do a little math to see how we could have spent that money instead. Let's talk about what we know already. The first week in Iran racked up an $11.3 billion bill in munitions alone. Every day since...
6 damn days. 11.3 billion. Just let that sink in. Just let that sink in, because the sad part, people have
fucking much. That's too fucking much. 11.3 billion. That could have went to the poor, the homeless, the middle class that ain't here anymore. Could have went to motherfucking positive institutions. It could have went to fix the water, the air, oh my God.
How about the goddamn roads? How about the goddamn roads? They always talk about infrastructure, roads, and bridges. That always comes up every election. Y'all can't fix the roads in this country, but y'all got 11.3 billion for 6 days of killing people.
Yeah.
We got money to take people off this earth, but we ain't got money to goddamn fucking help people. Let's keep going. And look, Vanth hit it with the first $1 trillion and now $2 trillion. Yeah, think about that. $1 trillion. That shouldn't even be allowed, y'all. I'm being honest. That shouldn't even be allowed. I believe there should be a cap on your income.
Hell yeah.
I do. I truly do. I don't believe there should be any billionaires.
Should get a fucking NBA salary. Nigga. If that's the case, give a teacher the NBA salary. Like the lowest NBA salary to the teacher.
Like, man. Shit. Like, look, I know people say that's radical for me to say that shit, but I ain't bullshitting, bro. I think it should be a cap. Like, bro, you get the 500 million, bitch, you won. It's like those dudes that take steroids and go to the gym and be swollen fuck, walk around with no neck and shit. It's like, bitch, you won. Get the fuck out the gym, bro. You done. What the fuck are you still in here for? Like, dude, you can spend 500 million in a lifetime, bro. Why do you need more money than that? There should be no fucking billionaires, bro. With all these people out here starving in the world, all these people getting fucked over. They've already shown, look, we already had historical studies to show that if you put people in a better environment with a better, like, just go from a project that looked like shit, just brick city, and then they redo it and they make it look like regular nice apartments or whatever the hell. People are more productive. There's less crime in the neighborhood. There's less children being born out of wedlock over there. Like, you start to see the change. It's like somebody coming home to a house after working a long, hard day. You come home to a nice, clean house, you are way more relaxed than coming to a house where you got to clean up all this shit, chase these fucking kids and shit. It changes your mindset. It changes your mindset. It's all psychology. And they know this, but they don't give a fuck. These motherfuckers would rather struggle than goddamn be on some other shit. Look, Vince said facts. Check this. Here go. Unless you had something real quick like Hurricane, and I'll read Slim's comment real quick. He said, it's more money to stack on the money for just more stacks on more money. Yeah, true. True. But anything real quick, Hurricane, if I keep playing? Because I know he ain't even made it far into this bitch. I'm tripping. I'm gonna take y'all like Hurricane said, play it, because he went robot again. It's fucking terrible, Hurricane.
There's been an extra $2 billion on the pile. That is an insane amount of money. It's gonna get a lot worse. Just a month into the Iraq War, Bush revealed it had already cost the U.S. $20 billion, or about $690 million a day. By that point, we'd been in Afghanistan for 2 years with no end in sight. But Bush was confident that Iraq would only take another 5 months or so and $20 billion more, so $40 billion total.
We must stop the terror. Now watch this drive.
Except 4 years later, as Bush was getting ready to leave office, We were still in Iraq, we were still in Afghanistan, and W was going to Congress asking for an extra $190 billion to keep everything going. It was only 20 years later we finally got the real price tag of the war on terror. $14 trillion.
And y'all, really pay attention to this. $14 trillion for this war that we lost.
Sounds not good. Sound good. We start.
Yeah. Still a robot-y. I don't know what the fuck. Yeah, we go get Hurricane right. I don't know what StreamYard doing to him, bro. They on some whole shit. But 14 trillion, y'all. 14 fucking trillion. I know it's saying 13 on the screen, but I paused it before he got all the way up to 14. How much could we have done in this country? They're mad at China right now because China has invested so much in the manufacturing, chip manufacturing, product manufacturing, electric vehicle manufacturing. 14 trillion. You ain't got to give none of that shit to the black community for reparations. If you would have invested that money in this country, we would not be sitting around talking about we need to be putting tariffs on other countries. Like some dummies, because the dummies in they party like to believe that shit, like a terrorist attacks on us, you dumbass. But it just takes the incentive away from buying other people's shit. If we would have invested that money in this country, we would have been straight. We would have never had nothing to worry about. But they're so worried about destroying other people and stopping their progress that they're dooming themselves. And I don't think it's no black folks making these decisions, y'all. I don't think it's no Asian folks making these decisions. I don't think it's no Hispanic folks making these decisions. I think we all know who's making these decisions.
The Pentagon spent $14 trillion between 2001 and 2021, about $8 trillion of which went to the 9/11 wars specifically. That is more than the wealth of all these billionaires combined. And we can say with confidence that that money was well and truly wasted. Between 30% and half of the $14 trillion went straight to just 5 companies: Lockheed Martin, Boeing, General Dynamics, Raytheon, and Northrop Grumman. The rest was spent mostly on things like taking care of veterans, poorly for what it's worth, and paying back the war debt with interest, which has already added a full $1 trillion to the bill. And for what? The Taliban went from being in charge to still being in charge. Millions of people died, the US is despised by an entire region and much of the world, and it didn't prevent any new wars from breaking out.
For the people that really don't know the inside shit, like, because we're dealing with this conflict right now with Iran. Iran and Iraq got into a war a little while back, y'all. If y'all didn't know, they got into a little war. And, and the United States decided to back Iraq, y'all. Iraq, the same country that we went to war with. And guess who their leader was at the time that they were backing? Saddam Hussein. And after Saddam Hussein stopped being useful to the United States, what they did, they said he was a terrorist now. They allowed Saddam Hussein to gas people over there in Iran and just sat around and pretended like they didn't see it. And then turned around and called him a terrorist and went over there and killed him. That should be a message for all the other groups that try to align with these folks. They will show you better than tell you that they don't fuck with you. You can be useful for a little while, but once you are not useful to them anymore, bro, you will be everything but a child of God, and they will justify whatever they do to you and your people.
For more on that last point, see any news at all? All right, quick plug, then we'll get back to it. As always, want to respect your time, so here's a timestamp when they do. Sure, there. And it's up if we want perks too to help build projects on a step who are on the fence. Back to the throw another 14 extra big ones down the drain. How would we spend that money? Because we do have money problems. These days, about a third of us are skipping meals to afford healthcare. So let's start there. What would it cost to just fix that? Shockingly, only $290 billion per year. Max. That's it. That's what universal healthcare would cost us at the very most.
Think about it, y'all. $290 billion for everybody to have universal healthcare. We spent $14 trillion. But either way, though, he's gonna make it even worse. He's gonna piss y'all off with how much money that we spend on wars that we can actually use to actually help the Americans in this country, because that's our fucking money. And I can't wait till motherfuckers really realize, like, bro, that's your fucking money that they spending, and they not spending on what you need. When you gonna say something?
For context, Trump just requested that the Pentagon's budget be up to $1.5 trillion per year, meaning we could give the war budget a 20% haircut, still be miles ahead of every other country militarily, and not starve ourselves for aspirin. Universal healthcare is the norm in every single wealthy country and in many less wealthy countries in the global south. It's a system that makes sure that anybody, regardless of how much they make or what they're going through, can see a doctor and get their prescriptions filled at no or very low cost. If that sounds insane to you, it's the norm for billions of people worldwide. Universal healthcare works by saving billions of dollars by eliminating price gouging and the need for useless insurance middlemen whose only job is to deny our claims. Here in the US, getting universal healthcare would mean no more medical bankruptcy, something that 500,000 Americans deal with every year and that affects exactly one country, the United States. For 30% of us, universal healthcare would literally be the difference between getting a life-saving procedure and eating that day. And that $290 billion figure is just the worst-case scenario. According to a painfully thorough Congressional Budget Office report, 4 out of 5 universal healthcare proposals currently on the table would actually save Americans between $42 and $743 billion a year. We'd only add to the budget if we chose the 5th option, which makes it a priority to pay providers and drug companies a lot, doing low cost sharing for individuals, and covering long-term support and services. In every other proposal, including Bernie's Medicare for All, we save money. But if we really wanted to spend on healthcare, since that is the point of this video, we could always just pay for people's medical debt and cancel all of it. That would only be a one-time $220 billion fee, and it wouldn't even make a dent in the Pentagon budget. How many of you watching are struggling with medical debt? How does it make you feel that our government could just pay it all off with the stroke of a pen? But they won't. Sorry, that money's spoken for. Gotta kill a bunch of school kids halfway around the world. Does that make your life better? No? So, what else could we do? Let's do something fun and notoriously expensive, like high-speed rail.
Whoa. What's that?
Yeah, this is about to get them right here. It's another.
Guys.
This is another area where China and all these other countries are whooping our ass. Mainly China. High-speed rail is crazy, and I know a lot of y'all probably never even rode on a train, but like you can get on high-speed rail, bro. You can beat. Like for me, let's see, like going from like what's like some good destinations and shit. Like from Cali, Los Angeles, to Houston in like fucking 3 hours on high speed rail. $60 ticket one way. Who the fuck wouldn't do that? Go there, get there in 3 hours, get back, boom, have a good day. Nah, they don't want it. And it's honestly, it probably wouldn't take 3 hours. They probably get that shit done in like an hour and some change, bro. But these motherfuckers on some bullshit. But I'm gonna let them break down the high speed rail.
While countries like France, Japan, China all get to enjoy convenient cross-country travel on bullet trains from the future, we're stuck waiting 5 hours at TSA because it's too expensive. So let's imagine that tomorrow Congress suddenly went crazy. Let's imagine they decided enough was enough and we should replace the entire Amtrak network with high-speed rail. This is not something anybody's asking for. It is not something that makes sense. Every single HSR plan is way more conservative in terms of scale, but let's just be wild. At roughly $130 million per kilometer, according to this graph in Financial Times, the California High-Speed Rail IOS is one of the most expensive high-speed rail projects we have in the US. If we were to match the 21,000 miles of Amtrak lines and build a high-speed rail network of that length at the California HSR costs, the total would still only be $4.4 trillion. It would cost half as much as 20 years of war in the Middle East. Just imagine, those 20 years could have been spent very differently, and by the end of it, we wouldn't have millions of abandoned and suicidal veterans, millions of deaths, and cities all over the world reduced to rubble. We would have a completely transformed country we could actually travel around in. Again, I'm not saying this is a reasonable project. I'm saying that we could have handed the dot over to a coked-up Yimby Numtot with a blank check in 2001 and still have ended up with a more sensible spending program than the Pentagon. I think you get the idea, so let's just do a couple more quick ones. Head Start, free preschool for low-income kids, is only $12 billion a year. Cancer research, $7 billion from Congress a year. Solving homelessness, $9.6 billion. These are all large sums of money, but they are pocket change compared to what we spend killing civilians abroad. We could double, triple, quadruple any of those amounts, and the military wouldn't even notice a difference. Even big-ticket items like free higher education, a plan that would completely eliminate costs at four-year public colleges, would only run $70 billion a year. Even truly ambitious projects like ending world hunger are estimated by the UN to only cost $93 billion. 25 times more money goes missing from the Pentagon's balance sheets every year. Look, the point isn't to say that there's no room in this world for countries to spend on their military. But when just 5 companies get trillions while people starve, Our priorities just aren't set right. And I have trouble believing that those priorities are being set with us in mind when those same 5 companies spend $2.5 billion hiring 700 lobbyists. They need wars. We don't. We need good jobs, healthcare, education, housing, clean air, public transportation, all things that can be tackled given an appropriate budget. But no budget like that is ever going to be written so long as we put war criminals in charge. It's time for the gloves to come off, friends. I'm going to speak to you as plainly as I can here. My fellow Americans, look, I don't know where you fall on the political spectrum. We may disagree on just about everything, but I don't think we disagree on this. Everyone, every doctor and waitress, every hairdresser and soldier, every musician and manager, they all know things are getting worse. We feel it every day. We feel it in the potholes on our daily commute, in our rent and mortgage payments at the end of each month. We feel it in the medical bills no other country has to pay. We feel it in the disregard for our homeless, our elderly, our children. Every aspect of our lives is getting worse. And for what? For what? So the people in power can stay in power? So lobbyists can get jobs in government and politicians can get jobs as lobbyists in an endless cycle of screwing the little guy who exists in a completely different world and has to play by an entirely different set of rules? I don't know about you, but none of my friends and coworkers are on Epstein's list. A whole lot of the people in charge are. There is no reason that we should put up with this country becoming a complete hellhole for 99.9% of us for the sake of, let's be honest here, geriatric bureaucrats, billionaire psychopaths, and unaccountable, alleged pedophiles. There is no reason we should allow these freaks to kill our fellow human beings all over the planet for the sake of their wallets. The people they're killing have done nothing to deserve their murder. And even...
He ain't lying about that. Did nothing. On the first day of this so-called military exercise, even though Trump keep calling it a war, even though it's not supposed to be a war because that would be illegal. But we ain't gonna lock nobody up for that. But we'll lock up a kid that had to stab somebody in self-defense for 35 years. That's how we get down. It just gets annoying when you hear this shit. I'm trying not to snap, y'all. I'm doing everything in my soul not to snap because we almost at the end of this bitch. But it's like, bruh, what the fuck are we on? And the people that I need to say to, white folks, what the fuck are y'all on? Because y'all run this. Y'all run it. Y'all always ran it. What the fuck is this? But everybody else is a victim, just claiming victim mentality. They just don't want to pick themselves up by the bootstraps and shit. If you put every problem that we have in this country and the history of this country together, everything would make fucking sense. But for some people, it ain't making no damn sense, right?
And if they were bad people, what gives a country halfway around the world the right to violate their airspace, invade their country, and kill their men, women, and children indiscriminately? So let's be selfish and say,
make that make sense. Matter of fact, where Bernie at? Bernie, I'm gonna get you in here at least one time.
That ain't right. It ain't right.
And we got so many Americans, y'all, that will sit up in this country and watch us do fucked up shit to other countries and act like it ain't nothing. We're America. It's like, bro, you need to go to hell. Yeah, I said it. You need to go to hell. Bust it wide open. Bring your shorts, because you don't need to have that damn fucking quarter zip on. You're going to get a little hot down there. Take some shorts with you.
Hey, that's our money you're using to kill those people. Spend it on us instead. Are there more principled arguments to make? Yes. Will this one resonate with the average American? Absolutely. I think it's the only one that will. We have seen this time and again. What that says about us as a society, that's for you to decide. But the bottom line is this. If a mass of Americans say enough is enough, stop screwing us so you can play world police, that will materially benefit both our families and the families on the other side of the world staring down the barrel of US guns for no goddamn reason except to keep the rich and powerful rich and powerful. This country is not what we have been told it is. It's time to wake up and realize that.
And guess who's been saying that same shit the whole time? Folks that look like me and you. Look, y'all, this was just supposed to be a wake-up call. That right there, like, yeah, that can inform the vast majority of Americans to kind of like what the hell this government is actually doing when it comes to money. And it's just not it's not one party, y'all. It's both of them. They got warmongers in both of them, so don't feel no type of way for all the people that want to come in. Well, it's the Democrats be on it too, bitch. I don't give a fuck, bitch. I'm talking about the government. Ho, I don't like the government as a whole. I don't give a fuck about either party. I just have to, when it gets to certain situations, you got to make a deviation between which one you're gonna fuck with, and that's when we had those arguments. But right now, this is the entire federal government, y'all, doing this shit to us. And we got so many goddamn dummies in this country. They can't read at a 6th grade level, trying to be the loudest voices in the room, telling us what the fuck this and what the fuck that. Homeless vets, they love to bring that shit up all the time. I ain't seen no legislation to try to actually hit veterans. Like Jon Stewart from the fucking Daily Show, every year is going out and doing press conferences and going to Congress trying to get veterans from wars paid for the fucking shit they're going through. And every year they shoot him down. They try to say he's a whiny motherfucker. He's just trying to do something for the people that y'all sent to go fight for a war that didn't benefit them at all. And they came back fucked up. Can't get help. Homeless on the street. Then they talk about, oh, they're on drugs. We import so many drugs into this country, mainly because the dominant society loves drugs. Think about it. You don't fucking sell something to people if there's no incentive for them to buy it. You don't go to neighborhoods and try to provide a service if that service is not needed in that neighborhood. America loves drugs. I don't even know how that's hard to even say that. America loves drugs. There's so many fucked up problems that we have that we need to fix. But for my black folks, like, really, be mindful about what the fuck is going on. Don't ever let anybody sit here and tell you that they can't fucking cover what the fuck they did that was wrong. They can't fix it. They can't monetarily fix it. Just look at the priorities. And then what most of us are going to do, because I know this is how most black people are, we're not even going to worry about what's specifically going to be done for us. When it comes to just the economy as a whole, this country as a whole, we care about that shit more than just us, which we need to stop. But all these things he listed, healthcare, tuition for school, goddamn fucking high-speed rail, all these things that would make our lives better, they choose not to. So open your fucking eyes up, y'all. Open your eyes up, pay attention, fucking spread the word to other motherfuckers. And if people talk back on you, man, just tell them to go suck dick, shut the fuck up, get out your face. They don't know what the fuck they talking about. They got a whole goddamn computer in their pocket and don't even know how to use it. Like, I don't know what else to tell you. But yeah, I'm about to get the fuck up out of here, man. Look, this has been fun. This has been great. Hurricane said facts. He said Big Pharma, biggest dealers. Yeah, you already know it. Big Pharma be on it, bro. Big Pharma be on it. And they look, that's why they said they spend all that money to lobby. They send all that money to lobby these motherfuckers like, hey, man, we'll give you a cut back here and there if you let these people keep suffering. And these people that y'all keep putting in office don't give a fuck about you, bro. They don't give a fuck about you. And that's how, when you have a capitalistic society where you make everything revolve around money, people can be corrupted easily. If it's not based on morals, bitch, you're going to be corrupted. But either way, though, it's been fun. It's been great, man. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, share, turn notifications on, all that in the bag of chips, man. For y'all that watched over on Hurricane shit, make sure y'all do all that over there on his. Y'all see the 3 channels down here below, man. If y'all ain't over on TikTok, come check your boy out over there. We be doing it. We getting it popping. But definitely make sure y'all up on the JVJ Speaks and the JVJ Network. And we probably will be back here tomorrow because we're going to be doing midday streams. I had to cut out the late night streams because I got some shit I got to go do right now. And it's going to take up that time. And I ain't got time for it afterwards. But I mean, like, it's been fun. It's been great. Y'all stay safe. Stay out of trouble. Make sure you keep your strap on you. Make sure you keep your strap on you. And I'll catch y'all on the next one as always, man.